Okay guys, we are live. It's Brando Linick here coming to you from my home, and I'm actually really excited to talk about this. What I'm going to do before we get started here is just say, how appreciative I am for you connecting with me. I really do want to thank you here from the bottom of my heart, but the whole reason why you're going to want to pay attention is because we're going to talk about how to actually increase your self-esteem, and I'm going to share with you just some of the principles I've taken from Jack Canfield. And going back about a year ago, actually, I was working as a baker in a restaurant. Previous to that, I was a dishwasher in that same restaurant, and I'd been trying to build a broken business for about 2 years. So I can assume you guys can imagine the self-esteem that I had. And maybe you're in the same place, maybe not the same situation per se, but just at a very low level of self-esteem, not believing in yourself, not wanting to get up in the mornings, not wanting to really do what you're really wanting to do, and maybe you can't do the things you want to do because of that, and ultimately failing in an online business for 2 years, trying different things out, it led me to not believing. It led me to believing that I wasn't worthy of it. And I tried the same things out that other people were doing. It just never seemed to get me the results that I wanted. And it wasn't until, honestly, I stumbled across Jack and other people and their principles of success. And a couple things that I took from Jack and other people, but specifically Jack Canfield in this video, when it comes to building self-esteem, was just, looking at your past successes. When you actually look at your past successes, you actually begin to feel more confident about yourself. It's a natural human phenomenon, and it can be anything from learning to ride your bike, remembering the first time you actually got balance without your training wheels on the back and you were able to pedal for a couple seconds without falling over again. Just little successes like that, things you can remember, tying your shoe for the first time, being able to be alone without your parents for the first time. Like, it can go back to where you're a little kid, a toddler, all right? Your first trip by yourself, maybe your first airplane ride by yourself. It was successful because, you did something by yourself individually. Any idea of success that you can pertain yourself to, and you think about your past, it'll actually build your self-esteem, your confidence will raise, and you'll feel more superior about yourself and your identity as a whole. And this is something I didn't use when I was trying to build a business online. I focused more so on, the lack thereof and the lack of why I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, because I didn't have a lot of money, because I didn't go to college or university. And that was a bunch of bogus, because there are people who are making more money than me, people who are making more money than even people who went to university and school, who are building businesses online. So I use that limiting factor excuse for myself for whatever reason. But that said, I also just really didn't believe in myself. And it wasn't until I stumbled across Jack and, how he said relying on your past successes to build your future successes will build your confidence, and also believing in yourself is a big factor. So I decided, along with using like the law of attraction and different things from other mentors, I decided to, instead of getting up in the morning and dreading things, I decided to believe in myself. And it took time, guys. It's not something that can happen overnight. At least for me it wasn't. And I know in an instant you can start believing in yourself. I know in an instant you can create and make a decision that you're going to do it all out. But that's what happened to me. In a decision, in an instant, I made a decision that I was not going to be negative anymore, that I was going to do this, that's it, period. And did I believe wholeheartedly that that was it? Yeah, I did when I said that that was going to be it. All right, when I made the decision that that was going to be it, I wasn't going to be negative anymore, that was my decision. I knew I was not going to go back to it anymore, but I didn't believe I could still get those results. So what did I do? Every single morning I got up and I created a habitual pattern for myself, and I started thinking about my previous successes. I started to feel good about those successes, and then I started to project what I wanted out into the future. I wanted to build a business online to where I could supplement my job income to where I could quit my job. I projected it out into the future. I started to smell it, taste it, touch it, hear it. About 3 weeks in, I started to feel it with all my senses, and I believed cold-heartedly that I could absolutely do it. And what happened was, with my belief, when I believed in myself, funny enough, I took literally the same actions that I was taking before. All right, granted, this time I had some help and guidance, but I was taking literally the same actions as I was before, and I was able to in 3 months' time, because I believed in myself, I was taking the right actions with the right mindset, okay, I was able to create a full-time income business in 3 months period of time, working it part-time and quitting my job. Now, that's not going to happen for everyone. I'm not going to guarantee you results here. Obviously, life's not a lottery. You don't push a button, get rich quick. I literally worked day and night to make that happen, didn't have a plan B, but I believed in myself, so it didn't matter the amount of time. If I worked 14 hours, if I didn't sleep at all right? I had a goal of doing it fast and quick, and I had a goal of giving it my all, because I knew if I put that burst of energy in there that I'd be able to build momentum for myself and in my life, and I would never have to work for another person again. And that was really my big desire. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's my tip and review. I guess you could say a review on how to build self-esteem using some of Jack's principles. I think he's a phenomenal individual, phenomenal writer, and if you haven't yet gone through some of his stuff and yet applied these principles, I would say the two biggest determining factors to your success, your results, would be belief in yourself, and also, instead of focusing on things that you're lacking, focus on your past successes and then project it towards future successes. That's exactly what I did, and luckily enough, a mentor who's building a business online was willing to show me what they're doing, and I just modeled them, and I took massive action. When you believe in yourself, you'll take as much action as possible. If you don't, then you're going to be skeptical. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's Brando Linux signing out. If you'd like to learn more about how I've been able to build a business and income online to create abundance in my life and build up my self-esteem, and how you too can do this too, if you're coachable, you want to learn to get around the same mentors and people I've been able to get around, to build a business online, to quit your job, have more family time. If you're coachable and trainable, check out my site. The link will be down below. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll actually personally connect with you guys there, and I'll see you guys on the beach of the world. Take care.